4 a.m. wake up calls are something I'm used to as an automotive journalist. And today does not feel any different than my routine shoot days. But today is not a routine shoot day. Today is different.
The second wave of the pandemic has proved to be deadlier, resulted in another lockdown, and affected all of us in many ways. Personally, for me, it has meant I haven't seen my family in 3 months' time. The wife who's from Gwalior had gone there to see her parents in April, and phone calls or video calls cannot really make up for seeing them in person and being with them. And that's what I'm going to do. It's about 1100 kilometers to Gwalior. It's going to be a long day on the road, but I'm heading there to bring them back home.
And my choice of wheels for this really long road trip is the Jeep Compass. The first thing that comes to mind when you mention Jeep is a tough SUV built to go anywhere. But the Compass is a lot more than just that. In fact, it has just received a host of updates this year that make it a lot more modern and premium than it ever was. And I've got a 2,500 kilometer road trip to explore this new Compass.
Anticipating heavy rains this morning, but thankfully it's not too heavy. Maharashtra usually gets heavy rainfall towards the end of June and start of July. And that's why I'm hoping to cross over into Madhya Pradesh, because that state usually gets rainfall post-July, which means I will get clear roads and I will be able to make good time. The 9-speed automatic gearbox is perhaps the best thing to happen to the 2-liter diesel engine in the Compass. We've always liked this motor for its 170 PS and 350 Nm, which are very impressive numbers. And now you have a very unique gearbox because this is the only SUV in its segment to use a 9-speed transmission. And besides helping you extract the performance better, it adds to convenience greatly, especially on a day like today.
As I pulled into a fuel station to tank up, I was wondering how far the 60-liter fuel tank would take me. Fuel prices have skyrocketed, but thankfully the Jeep Compass here is powered by a BS6 compliant diesel engine. And diesel engines are more fuel efficient than petrol engines, which should translate to lower fuel costs on my long road trip. Jeep has added a really long list of creature comforts as part of the 2021 update, which means the Compass is even more well-rounded now. The dashboard looks like it belongs to a more expensive SUV now, while the old touchscreen has made way for an iPad-like 10.1-inch touchscreen. This screen is your gateway to a host of functionalities offered by Uconnect, which is Jeep's latest in connected technology. It offers full-time internet connectivity and onboard navigation as well. And if that's not cool enough, let me tell you, most of these functions can be controlled using voice commands, which means you do not have to take your hands off the steering wheel or your eyes off the road. And then it was time for a food break. In pre-COVID times, it was perfectly normal to find a good food joint by the road and take a break. But I was wanting to avoid interacting with people as much as I could, and mom of course ensured I had a tiffin pack with homemade food, which I enjoyed in isolation. Another challenge I was anticipating was the heavier traffic in Maharashtra, coupled with the broken and patchy roads. But the Compass really seemed to take it all in its stride. The ground clearance and well-balanced suspension setup ensured I did not have to slow down even on some of the really bad sections, something a sedan just would not have managed.
So this is the Maharashtra MP border. I was actually hoping to take a picture here, show an arch or something saying welcome to Madhya Pradesh, but there's absolutely nothing here. So just enjoying a coffee by the side of the road. Really excited to be going to MP. That's where I hail from. It's been a while. Usually we fly down or take a train, but of course taking the Compass this time, always good to go on a road trip. And the Compass here is proving to be a fantastic highway companion.
Indore is a city close to my heart as I've got quite a few friends and close relatives here. But at 600 kilometers away from Pune, Indore was just the halfway point for me on the way to Gwalior, and that meant I had no time to waste. Shortly after crossing Indore, I realized it was about 11 hours behind the wheel already and decided to take a power nap to give my eyes and mind a break. That said, I was pleasantly surprised by the seats as they were proving to be extremely supportive and comfortable. "20 minutes later, feeling refreshed, I was ready to hit the road again.
And the Compass here is perfectly at ease, munching those miles, covering long distances. It's been an entire day of driving, but I'm really surprised very pleasantly at how nice it feels on the highway. It's something that's really meant to tread off the beaten path. It's a hardcore SUV, but it feels as comfortable as a sedan on the highway. And I'm not talking just to the suspension setup or the ride quality it offers. It's also a lot about the cabin, how nice the cabin feels, the comfort offered by the seats, and the enriched levels, which are fantastic.
The coffee break also gave me a chance to soak in the exterior changes to the Compass. The most striking change is the revised grille, which looks more elegant now, and thanks to the new grille, the Compass resembles the Grand Cherokee even more closely now. But my personal favorite design trait is still the boxy silhouette. A lot of modern SUVs have gone soft and curvy, but the Jeep Compass stays true to its lineage, looking exactly the way an SUV should. And as it got dark, I got a chance to experience yet another significant addition to the 2021 Jeep Compass, which is its brilliant LED headlights.
A set of good lights can make all the difference to your driving in the dark. Of course, that's something we all know, but let me tell you one thing. The importance of good headlights really gets multiplied on a long day like the one I'm having today. Now, as part of the update for 2021, the Compass received a set of full LED headlights, and these offer brilliant illumination and throw, and that's adding to my confidence levels big time right now.
As I continued driving, renewing my vigor every couple of hours through short breaks by the side of the road, I could not help but reflect on the day behind the wheel. There certainly is a lot more to an SUV like the Compass than being just a sport utility vehicle, as the segment is called. It seemed as enthusiastic as I was to get to Gwalior.
We've just crossed Shivpuri, the last big town before Gwalior. Well, literally the last 100 kilometers, and guess what? The highway has gotten straighter, traffic has dropped to the bare minimum. This is literally the home run for me now.
Despite my heavy right foot, the Compass proved to be surprisingly efficient thanks to the frugality of the motor and the energy-efficient 9-speed gearbox as well. And finally, I found myself exiting the highway to Gwalior. It was close to midnight, which meant I had been on the road for a little over 18 hours, covering a little over 1100 kilometers. The excitement to see my family after so long, after my longest day on the road, had just hit its peak. As the gates opened, I could not help but smile. The Compass and I had done it. My longest day on the road had just come to an end. And it ended on the happiest note possible, with my daughter coming running into my arms. this was the moment. This very moment made it all worth every minute I had spent on the road. Almost 1200 kilometers of driving in a day, and that too alone was a new personal record of sorts, something made possible by the Compass. So if my Pune to Gwalior drive were to be an acid test, the Jeep Compass had passed it with flying colors.
So I'm starting the day by exploring one of the most historic structures in the city of Gwalior, which is the famous Gwalior Fort. It has a lot of history, legacy and heritage to it, just like the Jeep here.
Driving all the way to the fort is not permitted, which meant I could not capture the magnificence of the fort and the butchness of the Jeep Compass in the same frame. Visiting all these places really made me think as to how the Compass comes from a brand like Jeep, a manufacturer whose SUVs have really stood the test of time as well. Having had our share of history, we decided to head back to the city to explore the local market known as the Bada Market. It is literally the epicenter of Gwalior and is a visual delight in itself given the old buildings and classic architecture. And this also meant there would be traffic and lots of it. This was the perfect opportunity for me to put the Jeep Compass through another acid test, that of driving it through really chaotic traffic in a relatively small city like Gwalior. The onboard navigation system was quick to offer route guidance, but the 360-degree view was a far bigger help, helping me negotiate through the tiny bylanes of the old town. Having an automatic transmission was another plus point, but my personal favorite on that day were the ventilated seats. And once we got to the market, it was time to explore the surroundings. And being the foodie that I am, I just had to try some of the local food, something I had not done in a while. The daughter meanwhile had other ideas though.
Ice cream!
That's the problem with kids.
And then, ending it with those last 200 kilometers, arrow straight, 4-lane highway, no traffic. It was such a good way to end it, such a long day behind the wheel. And then, of course, last couple of months with that lockdown, you were not home.
Yeah.
It was a very good way, I think, just to get back to driving.
Yeah. So, are you ready to do it again?
The next morning was an early start again, so we could cover distances quickly. Luggage loaded and goodbyes done, we were set to drive back to Pune and get back home. Barely an hour later, the wife and daughter both fell asleep. And this is something that impressed me in heaps, since this is the kind of comfort people associate more with sedans and not SUVs. The Compass was almost feeling like a house on wheels with this kind of comfort, especially at the rear, in terms of the seat cushioning, the seat back angle, and under thigh support as well. I also discovered that cabin insulation in the Compass is excellent, meaning NVH levels inside were really low. And then, I was in for another pleasant surprise, something I had never expected.
What are the chances you'll find a town named after you on a road trip? I wish I could take a detour, go inside, but I still have a long distance to cover.
Another concern on a road trip with your family is the lack of clean loos for women on Indian highways. We got lucky to find a really clean one though, which had the wife heave a sigh of relief. Surprisingly, the return journey seemed to feel quicker than the onward one as we crossed Indore just around lunchtime. And the comfort is something even the wife was impressed by, besides which my daughter was asleep very peacefully. Before I realized it, the sun was about to go down and we had crossed the state border and entered Maharashtra, and we had just about 400 kilometers to go. The wait to get my family home and have my parents see their granddaughter after 3 months was finally about to come to an end. And then it was finally time. For the moment I had envisioned even before leaving for Gwalior. The moment when my family would finally be together again. A grand culmination of what was my longest road trip yet.
Adventure has been a part of my life as an automotive journalist. I've done countless road trips over the years, including some really amazing ones. But this one has been special. It's put a smile on my face like no other road trip has. And I could not have asked for a better companion. The Jeep Compass is actually a lot more than just a rugged go-anywhere SUV. In fact, it ticks a lot more boxes than people expect it to. And this very Compass here almost turned into my motorhome this past week. A 2,500 kilometer road trip through the heart of the country to reunite the people closest to my heart never felt this easy. The mission has been accomplished. This is a Jeep, and apart from being built like a tank, it also has a whole bunch of Easter eggs like Jeep does with all its SUVs. Let's see how many you can find in the video. If you do, send us a direct message with screenshots, follow Jeep India and Turbocharged on social media, and 5 lucky winners will get goodies from Team Turbocharged. So keep an eye out for them Easter eggs.